Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Cassius Clay, and today we're going to be talking about Clash Royale. So, as you guys all know, most of you know at least if you play Clash Royale, that there is a December update coming, and this update is going to be a complete surprise. Supercell usually has YouTubers send out leaks to this certain updates that are coming out, but this time they decided to try something new. They decided to make it a complete and absolute surprise. No one knows anything. No one knows when it's going to come. No one knows what's going to be in it. Nada. Nothing. But today, this morning, there was huge news. They came out with balance updates that are going to be coming out in this next update. They say that the balance changes are going to be coming this upcoming Monday, so December 11th. And I don't know if that's going to be when the whole update comes. I mean, it would make sense if it did, but don't take my word on that because it's a complete surprise. So without further ado, let's get into the updates. So if you go over here to News Royale, they usually notify you if something's new in News Royale, but this time I did not get a notification. But if you do go to it and go to the screen, you can see that it says Release Notes, Balance Updates coming December 11th. And this is huge. I love balance changes. They always shake up the meta. They shake up the whole game. It's great for the community, great for the game. It makes all the cards continue to be played, or more cards that aren't played become played in either tournaments, competitive play, or even just on the ladder. So let's get into it. So first off, it says that the way we approach card balances in Clash Royale is a combination of playtesting, listening to the community, and looking at stats. You can expect regular balance changes to keep gameplay fine-tuned and as fun as possible, which is always great for this game. It makes the game so much more fun, just like they said. In this balance change update, we're taking a look at Hog Rider, Knight, Prince, and more. That is huge because some of those cards people have been complaining about, saying they're overpowered, saying that they need a nerf, like the Hog Rider, Knight. Some people think the Knight just lives forever. I mean, I personally like it, but it's just an opinion, I guess. So first balance change here is the Hog Rider. It says its hit speed will reduce to 1.6 seconds from 1.5 seconds, and its first attack comes 0.1 seconds slower. That is huge. I don't know how many times I can recall that I have had a Hog Rider hit at the last second that I've deployed a tornado or something, pulling it backwards. So that right there is huge. It's going to reduce those hits, going to change the whole game. So next is the Knight. It says its hit speed is reduced to 1.2 seconds from 1.1 seconds. So a nerf. Not a huge nerf for the Knight, but just like the Hog Rider, it might reduce that one extra hit that gets that, 200 and some damage that it does. And it makes it a whole new game. And that is just huge. The Prince is getting some love. I have not seen the Prince at all in the ladder in a very long time. I used to see it all the time in the lower arenas because it was a very strong card down there because not a lot of cards countered it. It did high damage, but right now there's no sign of it in competitive play or the ladder up in Legendary Arena. So this is huge for the Prince. It says its hit points will increase by 5% and its hit speed will increase from 1.4 to 1.4 seconds from 1.5 seconds. Huge. Just like we were talking about the other troops, that 0.1 seconds could get an extra stab in, and the Prince does a lot of damage on its own just with the stab without the charge. So that would be huge, and those hit points, that's a lot of hit points to be added to it. So that's going to be huge. I'm expecting to see the Prince a lot on the ladder. I don't know about competitive play so much, but I mean, I'm sure it will jump in competitive play, but I think the ladder is going to be seen all the time now. Damage spells. This is going to shake the whole game up. I have experienced myself doing this. Since I play Log Bay, if I know I can't get to their tower very well with a Goblin Barrel or anything, and it's getting late in the game, I will rocket cycle them. I will try to get as much value on those rockets and get that tower down before they can take my tower down. So, damage spells, fireballs, lightning, zap, log, poison, rocket, arrows, all their damages will be 5% less to crown towers. Huge thing. So that's like 50 to 40 to whatever damage for each spell less on the towers. And that could be 2 more spells, 1 more spell cycle, 1 more mortar hit, 1 more stab from the goblins, anything which you don't always get in the games, and that could shake it up. I don't know how many times it's been like a sliver of health that my rocket takes out that tower. So without that sliver of health, without the silver of health taken, with that silver of health taken away from the rocket, that means that tower's not going down. That means I don't win a lot of the games that I do. So that's going to be huge. Going to shake up the game more than anything, I think, in this update. Ice Golem, death damage, slow effect duration to 1 second from 2 seconds. Not a big nerf, but it is something. The Ice Golem's pretty strong. It's going to stay pretty strong. Skeleton Barrel, added death damage. That's going to be huge, because the Skeleton Barrel right now, once it came out, not very useful, not used a lot. So that death damage is going to make it so much more difficult to, because it's already difficult to defend with its delayed drop time that you see, but once it does that damage, and then if you misplay it on that delayed drop time, it's going to get so much more damage on the tower. It's going to be a huge buff for the Skeleton Barrel. Giant Skeleton, hit points plus 5%. That's huge. Giant Skeleton, got to give it some love. It's a great card. My friend Connor, you'll see him on this channel sometimes. He uses Giant Skeleton all the time. He actually uses a Giant Skeleton clone. It's a crazy deck, but he's successful with it, and he's going to love that buff to him. Guards, ginormous buff for the guards. I think it's going to be huge. You're going to see guards all over the place. They're going to be an extremely useful card. Damage plus 5%, hit points plus 5%, hit speed to 1.1 seconds from 1.2. That is huge. They're going to be, I think a lot of people are going to replace, you'll see in this next nerf, they're going to replace their goblins with guards just because they cost around the same elixir, but they're going to be so much better than goblins now, in my opinion. So much better. Because in this next nerf, goblins affects goblins, goblin gang, and goblin barrel. So that's only goblins. Does not affect spear goblins. The spear goblins got a buff in the last balance changes. They're not going to get affected by this. I don't think, at least. It doesn't state them in this. But their damage is going to be reduced by 6%. So without that 6% damage, and the guards getting 5% more damage, that's going to be huge, and I think you'll see more guards than skeletons now. And then Elixir Collector, hit points, minus 13%. Huge amount of hit points taken away from the Elixir Collector, but I think it's needed because the Elixir Collector is an OP card, in my opinion. If you cannot answer it, you will not win that game, because they will get so much Elixir, and it will become double Elixir in overtime. You will get out-cycled. It's almost guaranteed. So fixes, mortars fix, it's minimum range bugs, so sometimes people would place down a troop before it locked on things when you deployed the mortar and it wouldn't shoot at all. That's fixed. Inferno Dragon and Inferno Tower fixed. The damage does not, or it will reset now. It used to not reset after breaking the shields of guards, princes, and cannon car. I honestly use the Inferno Dragon and Inferno Towers a lot, so I have noticed that, and I've always thought it was kind of whack the way it works, so that will be fixed. It will be interesting to see how that works. And so they say, let us know what you think by leaving your feedback on Reddit. For all you viewers out there, make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments below about what you think about this. I'd love to hear that too. I mean, I look on Reddit and stuff, but anything from you guys would be great as well. And then it says, see you in the arena, the Clash Royale team. So that is all the balance updates summed up there, and so one more look at all the cards that will be affected there up top. So I think it's going to shake the whole game up. These balance changes were definitely needed. The game was getting a little stale with the meta. I mean, I am a victim of that because I use Logbait, and Logbait's been around forever. But other than that, thanks for tuning in. It's been great to have you guys back here, and I hope you tune in next time as we will be looking at hopefully more update news. So long, I'm Cassius Clay. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, comment below, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.